Okay, today I'm going to talk about how to find the area between two curves. I have a curve here on top, y equals f of x, a curve underneath it, y equals g of x. I'd like to find the area between the two curves on the interval from a to b. Now if I integrate f of x from a to b, that finds the area under f of x all the way down to the x-axis, like this shaded region. If I was to integrate g of x on the same interval from a to b, that would yield the area under the g of x curve down to the x-axis. Now if I want to find the area between these two, I would take the large area minus the small area. In other words, if I take this shaded area minus this red shaded area, it's going to leave me this area that I'm double shading on top here. So basically the area between two curves, you would integrate from a to b. The curve that's on top, in this case is f of x, minus the curve that's on bottom, which again in this case is g of x. And that's how you'd find the area between two curves. I'm going to do an example now where we find the area between two curves, namely y equals x squared and y equals x. The first thing I would do is set them equal to find where these meet. They meet at these 2 points. So I make x squared equal x. I usually find points of intersection by setting them equal and making them equal 0 and factoring. So if I factor this, I hope you can see that there are two values that make this 0, either x equals 0 or x equals 1. So to find this area between the curves, I would integrate the curve that's on top. The curve that's on top, you might have to draw a vertical rectangle or a sample rectangle. The curve that's on top in this case is x, minus the curve that's on the bottom, which in this case is x squared. And I would integrate these on the interval on the x-axis, in this case 0 to where they met, 0 to 1. Integrate x, you raise it to the 1 higher and divide by the 1 higher. Whoops. Minus, when you integrate x squared, you'd raise it to the 1 higher, which is 3 divided by the 1 higher, 3. And I would be integrating from 0 to 1. Fundamental theorem of calculus states you plug in your upper bound first. So if I put in a 1, I believe I get a 1/2 minus 1/3. Then minus, you always do upper bound minus lower bound. If I put in 0, I believe I get zeros. Finding a common denominator, 3/6 minus 2/6 means that the area bounded between these two curves, bounded 0 to 1, is 1/6. Area is always positive. Sometimes integrals will yield negative if the curve is below the x-axis, but your area should always equal positive. If you happen to get which ones on top and bottom reversed, the only thing that's going to happen is you'll end up with a negative sign. And remember, you can't get a negative area. So if you just integrate one curve minus the other and do the absolute value of it, that will also give you the area between the two curves, if you can't tell which is on top or bottom. I hope this helps. Good luck.